Hi, I'm Abby Asistio, and you're watching the AU Review here at Music Matters.
Abby, welcome to Singapore.
Glad to be here.
It's a pleasure to talk to you. Um, Now, let's talk about your week so far here at Music Matters. Can you talk about the showcases that you've performed at so far?
Okay, well, I'm having such a blast being here at Music Matters. I've had two shows so far. The first one was at Beer Market, and yesterday I performed at McGettigan's, and it was such an amazing experience performing to people outside of the Philippines. This is actually my first international gig, so I'm very excited to be here. What I could say about the atmosphere with the whole festival is that everyone's just willing to give so much of themselves and take in what they're experiencing around them. So much talent, different ways of expressing themselves. And I guess for me as an artist, it's just opened my world a whole lot more and given me that license to just really be unique and experiment and show everyone what I can do and what sets me apart from everyone else. Because everyone's so creative, so skilled. So it's encouraging. It's a very empowering experience that I'm having here.
What differences have you found performing here in Singapore compared to performing in the Philippines?
Well, I guess one thing that I could say about performing here in Singapore is the audience is just so appreciative of music, regardless if they're familiar with the style, with the song, with the language. Everyone's just so appreciative and grateful that there's just people willing to give of themselves in terms of the music. In the Philippines, there's a certain style. I guess people are more used to hearing mainstream stuff. And although there is a huge underground independent scene where people are more expressive and experiment more, I guess the support isn't as wide compared to, of course, it's mainstream. So platforms like this that encourage artists to just show their own styles, show their own music, their own songs, is such a huge opportunity, a huge platform, something that I'm very grateful for.
People watching this video who probably never heard your music before, can you describe your music to them, please?
Music, I would call my music pop soul. I actually have influences from R&B and hip hop, but in terms of performing and writing, I gravitated more towards soul. But I bring in a pop element because I like happy music. I like making the people be able to relate to what I do, what I sing, the message behind my songs. So I guess it's really more positive and at the same time inspiring. I would like to inspire others with the songs that I write. I don't really my aim is not just to entertain and to perform. I want to have something relevant and something significant to share in the lives of the people who are listening to me. I want them to hear my song and say, wow, that really touched me and that brought something new to my life. So I guess very positive, lively, inspiring pop soul.
I believe you have some new recordings.
Yes, I finished working on my album. Took a while, 5, 6 years, but I guess this is sometimes things just fall into place. The delays are part of the whole process, and now things are just falling into place. I finished my album. There are 10 tracks. I'm hoping to launch it end of the year, and 2015. But I just released my new single. It's called When I'm With You, along with a music video for it. And it's a fun, sassy, summer vibe love song. And I've been performing it actually during the showcases here at Music Matters. So
And you were talking about inspiration before, and I believe you're a advocate and an
Yes.
ambassador for a
It's
cause. Can you
Yes.
explain that for me?
I'm actually an ambassador in the Philippines for alopecia awareness because during 2012, I decided to come out bald. I've had this condition called alopecia areata since I was a kid, and because of that, I ended up losing all my hair. As you can see, I have hair now, but it's great. But I spent most of my life in hiding and just being ashamed of the way I looked like and what I had. So 2012, along with me stripping off my bandana and my wigs, I guess came a stripping of who I was as a woman, and that really affected my music as well, because I get to, like, one thing that everyone here at Music Matter has been saying is being authentic. And I guess with me being truer to who I am, it really affected what I presented to the public in terms of my music. So I was more honest with myself, more honest with my music. And right now, I'm the alopecia awareness advocate. I'm an ambassador. What I do is I tell my story and then I sing songs that back up my story. And a huge part of the songs that you're going to be hearing in my album, if you grab a copy, are related to my journey, things that I've experienced, things that have inspired me, and what I want to pass on to other people as well. This is very timely. Next month, I'll be in Los Angeles. I was invited to speak at the National Alopecia Areata Foundation conference, and I'm the closing speaker and ending it with a song called Beautiful, which I wrote before I shaved my head entirely. It's about just being who you are, embracing your uniqueness, not letting these conditions or setbacks limit you and hinder you from pursuing what it is that you love. So my main message, okay, I'm a musician. I don't have hair, so what? I could still pursue my dreams. I could still touch people. I could still sing and make music.
So Abby, what's the plans for you for the rest of this year? Besides going to LA and speaking at the conference and also the album, what else is on the horizon?
I just really want to be able to take my music to the next level. And what I realized is, like, with all the topics here at the conference, there are different layers to being an artist now, like different platforms of you being able to share your music, to share your story. So I guess what I'm really going to be focused on doing is making sure that I'm working at elevating myself in all those avenues to be a more solid artist, a more solid brand. So aside from my album, my music videos, my music, I'm working on my website. I'm working on a podcast show. I'm going to be having webisodes, doing so many things. It's overwhelming but exciting at the same time. So watch out for that.